This video is not made for kids. It is for older fans and adults only. So fuck off and enjoy the video.
Duck and Oliver were rushed off their wheels. Since Donald and Douglas had been designated as utility engines, they were often required to help with other parts of the railway, leaving the two Great Western engines to run the line on their own.
Phew. Boy. Not that I'm complaining, but I hope Mr. Hat finds another engine to help us with the goods work soon.
I agree, Duck. I don't know how much longer we can keep up this juggling act between our passenger trains and the twins' goods trains.
Not much longer at all. A few days ago, the board finalised an agreement with the Didcot Railway Centre to purchase a prairie tank engine for goods work on your branch line.
That's splendid news, sir. Another Great Westerner. When will the engine be arriving?
She's coming here under her own steam, so she's timed to arrive at noon tomorrow.
Duck and Oliver were relieved, and were even happier there would be another Great Western.
Hello, you must be the engine from Didcot. Name's Nigel. What's yours?
I'm Endolyn. Sorry if I'm in your way. I just had to take on water before heading on to the, Arlesborough branch, I believe it's called.
Oh yes, Little Western. You'll be helping Duck and Oliver, I suppose.
Oliver.
Great pair of chaps. Proud of their heritage too. You're being good buffers with them. Was it something I said?
Endolyn's spirits were soon lifted when she reached the coast. She soon arrived at Arlesborough. Duck was in the yard, being watered cold.
Hello, you must be Endolyn. I'm Montague, but everyone round here calls me Duck. I trust you enjoyed your journey here.
I certainly did, Duck. I must say, the scenery along your branch line is truly breathtaking. I'm looking forward to getting a chance to stretch my wheels. I didn't really get to do that at the museum.
You'll certainly have plenty of opportunities to do that here, I'm sure.
Now, Endolyn, so you and your crew can learn the line, you shall take Duck's next passenger service to Tidmouth.
Yes, sir. It was nice talking to you, Duck.
Likewise, Endolyn. See you later.
Soon, Endolyn was once again out on the open line. She gazed in awe of the coastal landscape.
It reminds me of my days in Cornwall.
Is that who I think it is? Plus my buffers it is. Hello, Endolyn. It's me, Oliver. It's strange, you know, Duck. Every time I've seen Endolyn today, she's either ignored me or gone to great lengths to avoid me. I don't understand it. We were once the best of friends.
You two knew each other already?
Yes, we worked together on my old branch line in the West Country before I escaped here. What could have changed?
Things were no better the next day. Endolyn was taking on water at the top station when Oliver backed down with his coaches. He thought he would try again to make some conversation.
Morning, Endolyn. How are you enjoying it on the Little Western? A far cry from our old West Country branch, I'll bet.
Oh, yes. No way anyone could be left abandoned here.
Excuse me?
What happened?
Oh, shut up.
Are you alright, Oliver?
Eliza listened carefully as Oliver explained the situation with Endolyn.
And she just flat out ignores me, and I don't know why. I've done nothing wrong. Well, I don't think I have anyway.
Well, I suppose there's nothing wrong with being disloyal and stabbing your friends in the bunker. Is there, Oliver?
What? I never.
You and I both know what you did. Stop denying it.
What? Endolyn.
I don't want to hear it, Oliver. Just go away.
This can't go on. There must be something that could be done to fix this. I wonder if she will be able to help.
There weren't many trains scheduled on the Little Western the next morning, so instructions were given for Oliver and Endolyn to stay behind, whilst Duck went off to work.
Sorry for keeping you back this morning. This is Eliza Duncan. She has thought she could speak to you both.
I understand there has been some friction between you both during the last couple of days.
Friction? That's putting it mildly.
I think it's best that we hear both sides of the story. I'm not confident that we could reach an instant resolution, but I hope we could at least start on the path towards it. Endolyn, would you like to begin?
Why should I talk to you?
You don't have to if you don't want to. After all, I'm a stranger to you. But I think you're carrying a lot of pain and unhappiness with you. A lot of anger. If you would like to work towards a resolution, we must understand why you carry these feelings and where they come from. The choice is entirely yours, but I think it could do you a great deal of good. Would you like to do that, Endolyn?
Yes, ma'am.
So Endolyn took a deep breath and began her story. The year was 1966. Oliver and Endolyn worked on a branch line in the West Country. Goods and passengers, the two engines shared the work equally. However, in those days, Oliver was inclined to get quite ahead of himself.
Come on. Get in quickly, please.
Patience isn't one of your strong points, isn't Ollie?
I have a timetable to keep.
And you aim to keep it by trying to leave before the guards got in his van?
Oi, stop!
Whoops. What would I do without you, Endolyn?
Forget your guard for a start. Whatever next? Falling into a turntable well?
See you later, Endolyn.
I would enjoy it while it lasts, my dear.
I beg your pardon?
The end is nigh for steam traction. The directors of BR say we are no longer economical. Us steamers have gradually been withdrawn and replaced by diesels. I myself will be taken to the breakers' yard tonight.
Maybe for you. You've done your service. But Ollie and me, we've still got 10 years left at least. We aren't done. We can carry on.
My friend said the same many years ago. 10 years, 20 years, they said. Good engines who served their country and were scrapped as a thank you. Be careful what you say, my dear.
I have work to do. Goodbye.
I've seen more and more of these diesel things taking over runs on the main line.
Do you think we'll be replaced by diesels, Ollie?
I really don't know, Endolyn, but whatever happens, we'll stick together.
Promise me, Oliver. Promise.
I promise.
Then 2 days later, when I returned from taking my overnight goods, he was gone.
But, Endolyn,
Oh, pile it on, Oliver. I don't want to hear your excuses.
Let her finish, Oliver.
For years, I thought you'd been taken away to be scrapped. I thought you were gone for good, and I mourned you. It wasn't until I heard about your daring escape to Sodor that I realized you snuck away in the dead of night, leaving me in the lurch. You promised me we would stick together, and you threw that back in my face.
It was never my intention to abandon you, Endolyn.
Oliver, whilst you never wanted to abandon Endolyn, this does not change the fact that she felt that she was. You made a promise to look out for each other, and that promise, in one way or another, was broken. Endolyn feels angry and hurt. She must, no doubt, have also felt incredibly frightened and alone, without her friend to support her through a difficult situation.
I see that now. If you'd let me explain.
All right, get on with it.
I begged my crew to wait for you, but they insisted on leaving that night, as they got word I was to be part of the goods train bound for Berry Island the next morning. They said it was a matter of life and scrap, but even decades later, I never forgot you or the guilt of leaving you on your own. You have a reason to be angry, Endolyn.
Endolyn, come back!
You must be patient with her, Oliver. Knowing what she knows now, Endolyn will need time to think. She has to process a different set of events and consider your side of what happened. I'm sure she will forgive you, but I would give her some time at the moment. Forgiveness is not always an easy option.
I understand, ma'am. I better be off. I have a train due out shortly. Thank you for your help. Endolyn, I hope you can accept my apologies for what happened all those years ago. I really didn't mean any of it. I'm sorry I hurt you like that.
I understand why you left, and thank you for apologizing. But I don't feel ready to forgive you yet. It's going to take time for me to do that before we can go back to the way things were. So I hope you're ready to work for it.
Oliver knew that Endolyn was right. He was happy that the misunderstanding had been cleared up, but Endolyn had made her feelings very clear. He puffed away, determined to regain the trust of his oldest friend.